Mr. Speaker, my colleagues, I certainly understand and respect the passion and viewpoints of everyone in this chamber on this issue. And I also believe all of us in this chamber, regardless of how we vote on this bill, are concerned about violence in our society and the safety of our citizens and children. We may have different viewpoints and ideas, but I do believe we all care about the safety and want a safer society. However, regarding the process of this bill and how it came to the floor, to say I'm disappointed is an understatement. To rush a bill to the floor of the Assembly, circumventing the 72-hour vetting process, which is part of this House, when there's been people talking about we're in a new era of transparency and openness, but it seems like that only works when it fits a specific case. To not allow for public hearings, public input, or public vetting on this issue is unfortunate. I actually read one article where someone indicated that it was good to rush it, to prohibit people with influence to come up and lobby and maybe change the bill one way or another. To rush this bill without any proper viewing, vetting, public hearings, or input, just to say we are the first in the nation to make a political statement is unfortunate, especially when we are dealing with changes that impact the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding citizens. If we are going to address violence in our society, especially in light of the recent horrific tragedy in Newtown, Connecticut and Webster, New York, then we needed and deserved to have a deliberative and thoughtful discussion and process rather than a rush to print and vote on a bill without any public review. An issue as important as this and its implications deserves nothing less than a thorough and deliberative process. I know it's been mentioned, the state of the state, and some of our colleagues who have mentioned, nobody needs a 10-clip magazine clip to hunt deer. Well, I argue the Second Amendment is not about hunting. Hunters and sportsmen benefit from the Second Amendment, but the Second Amendment is to allow an individual to protect their family and their home from those who want to do harm. According to the DCJS, 90% of the firearms used in New York crimes come from out of state, and most of these guns are illegal. We all know criminals aren't looking to follow the law. They're going to break the law if that's their intention. One of my colleagues mentioned one bullet is enough. We'll wait for the police to come. Just one of the counties I represent is from a very rural area. Just one county, 1,400 square miles. You pick up the police, to call the police to come, it could be 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Very large rural area. Not every town has a police department, and with Cuts Sheriff's Department, there's not that type of a force. And what if there's two criminals coming in to invade your home? When the police get there, what they'll find is not good. To kind of bring this home, I just want to share comments of a letter I received from a constituent of mine who lives in a very rural area in one of my counties. She goes on to say, I'm a 59-year-old woman who lives on a dirt road. In the last 6 months, we've had 3 break-ins and 4 meth labs broken up, all within 10 miles of my home. I'm a law-abiding citizen, went through the process of acquiring a concealed carry permit for personal protection. What will this law do to stop the criminal activity surrounding my home, and how is it going to allow me to protect my family? I'm a responsible gun owner. All of my guns are in a safe, protected from those who will attempt to steal them or from people not qualified to use them. Not one of those guns has killed anyone, and I pray that I will never have to use them to protect myself or my family. So that's why someone might need a 10-round clip, because criminals coming into a home are not going to abide by the law. The Second Amendment is about protecting themselves, their family, and their home against these criminals who want to do them harm, to steal, to hurt, to rape, or kill. Again, a criminal is not going to pay attention to the law we're passing here today about registering a vehicle, registering a gun, or being on a database. That's not what they're going to do. They're going to find a way. The Second Amendment is a fundamental right for our law-abiding citizens to protect themselves, their families, and their home against those individuals who would have no moral values or regards for the law or their neighbor. For this and other reasons, Mr. Speaker, I will be voting in the negative today.